Hello everyone. It's that time again. Time for a live feed. Time for an exciting live feed. Now, first things first, I'll do what I always do, and I'll send out some invites. Send. Cooperate phone. Lovely. Right, so I've got some pretty cool, exciting stuff going on. Phil Turner's joined us. Thanks for joining, Phil. Oscar's joined us. Thanks, Oscar. Today, we're going to check out this bad boy and see where I'm at with it. Give you a bit of a rundown on what I think of the build, how it all goes together, that sort of thing. First thing I can say about it, it's bloody heavy. Stupid heavy. But that's good. I'm excited to take it out and see how it goes. Also, I'm going to do a colour reveal on this thing. Show you the colour that it's going to be. Colour reveal on Hannah's truck, so you can see what colour that's painted. That's coming along. I know we've been quiet on what's been going on with Hannah's truck, and that's because she wanted to keep everything secret. So yeah, it's getting there. We're winning. Right, well, I guess we'll wait for a few of you guys to roll in. I can see 3 more people have come in. Facebook's not telling me who it is. So when you rock up, feel free to say g'day. That way I know who's watching, where you're from, etc. and so on. So yes, lovely stuff. Let's not faff about. Ron Brown's joined us. Thanks for joining, Ron. Facebook's telling me that much. Move my chair here a bit so we can get a bit of a look, see at this thing. Now I'm going to try not to hold it up for too long because it's bloody heavy. And I'm not even kidding you. Stupid heavy. Right. Oh, Jesus. Harley's joined us. Thanks for joining, Harley. Okay, so this thing's stupid heavy. And here's where I'm at. I am to the point where I'm ready for some paints. Have a go at this thing. It's just... I've said epic a lot since I got this truck, because it's heavy. I've tried not to say epic so much. But the more I build it, the more that's the only word that can come close to describing what this truck really is. And I just... Excuse that noise. I've got some electrics and stuff floating around in there. Look at the detail on the thing. These handles, this is a good example. These little handles here, you might have to move the comments to see. Each one of these little handles is a separate dealie that you have to glue on there. There was 14 of those handles. Then there's the handles along the sides, the handles on the side of the truck, the doors and such. I mean, it's heavy. If there's any particular detail bits you want to see, let me know. I can't see if you guys are commenting because this live feed stuff's nonsense and doesn't work. Let me do a... Right, now I'm sending a comment. Lovely. Oscar's heading off for Father's Day. Have fun, mate. Bill's with us. Thanks for being with us, Bill. The comments now I can see. Awesome. Right, I haven't got the body and stuff bolted to the chassis, so I can just take bits off and show you, which is a lot easier than lifting up that whole heavy thing. And this way too, I can give you a good look at the chassis itself as it is constructed. I mean, it's epic. It is stupid good. I went into this project with the mindset of, I'll see what it's like as I go. Yep, I love my cross stuff. Every cross truck I've had, I love to bits. I went into this with I'll go into it, see what it's like. If there's any nitty gritty little things I'll pick them out and whatever else. There's not a whole lot to fault, if I'm honest, there's not. I think, what was there? I had one screw that I broke the head off. If you want to blame that on Cross, go for your life, but I broke the head off it. There was a replacement in my gift bag, so that was good. As far as having correct parts, etc., I'm missing one piece. Now, I contacted Cross the day I realised that I was missing the piece. I actually went back through the live feed that I did and noticed that the piece wasn't in the bag. So I contacted Cross and said, look, I'm missing a bump stop for the front. It's on its way in the mail already. That was sent Friday. So hopefully Monday, Tuesday, I'll get it. That was sent express shipping. I don't care who you are, that's impressive. Right. I'm still not sure if this thing's cooperating properly. I only seem to be seeing half of what's going on, but we'll deal with it. We'll get through it. First thing, this is a little motor cover box. Now you have to construct the whole thing, which was fine. It wasn't too difficult to do. This was the first sign of how scale this truck is. I love this. See these little dealies here? Right? You actually pull those out. And then you can open the door. That's where your motor fan mounts. I assume you can mount an ESC there should you want to. I'm not going to put mine there. Mine's going to be in the main cab, but that's where your motor fan mounts. And the fan, excuse noise, is a doozy. Get a load of that thing. So this bad boy is going to live in there, all bolted up nice and pretty. That's going to help keep the motor cool. I plugged it in when I was first setting up the truck. It kept me cool. Aiming at it yourself, this thing puts out some waves of air. Love it. So yeah, that goes in this little box, and this essentially is to cover up the motor on the truck. Great idea. I love it. I did notice the further I got through building the truck, there was more ideas that I was like, man, that's actually really clever. That's really well thought out. I've had those sorts of thoughts with cross trucks before, but this thing's a whole nother level. It's ridiculous. It really is. Like in a good way. Now, here's the top part of my cabs. Have a go at this thing, would you? Have a go at that. It's just, the detail's stupid. Like, stupid good. Now, same sort of dealie here with the doors. I love this, I really do. Pop these little tabs open. We can open up the door. And you'll notice in here, there's a metal arm. Now, I'm always a little careful doing that because I don't want to break anything. But that little metal arm allows you to prop open your door. It's just epic. I love it. It's brilliant. And all four of these doors on top do the same thing. They all have the little lockdowns that you set your door like this. This is the bit I don't like, pushing this back into here. I almost wish there was a little slide across sort of lock system, because I worry that one day I'm going to break that, which would be horrible. Once you lock your little handle into here, you just pop these back down, lock these into the little holes, and that's how the door stays shut. I love that. It's brilliant. Now, a lot of you have seen, I put up some pictures of the size of the screws that are on some of the things in this truck, the hinges. There's a lot of hinges. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 odd hinges, and they're all tiny. The screws for the hinges, I don't know how well you'll see this. So there's my finger. That gives you an idea of the size of the screws. I didn't drop one. They all went in really nicely. I've done cross trucks before on my GC4. I had to deal with little screws like that. Wasn't quite as pleasurable. They didn't go in as easy, and then you end up moving and the screw goes flying. I'm not sure if it's because I've done this before I've painted the body. It could be that the extra thickness of the paint makes things harder to go in, etc. They've actually been really nice, which is awesome. I'm so happy about that. So that's the cat. Now, I'm still not seeing much comments here going on. Right, I'm just going to pop one there, see if that'll work to sort of make stuff run properly. It's worked in the past. There we go. Kevin's joined us. Thanks for joining, Kevin. Facebook's got a bad habit of, it'll show me 2 people to join. There might be 10 people watching. It'll show 1 comment, 15 people have commented. It's just hit and miss. If there's anything else you want to see on the body, if there's any questions you've got about any of this, shoot, go for it. Fuel tanks. These sit in the back of the cab. They're going to be a different colour to everything else, slightly different colour, nothing crazy. I do have to get colour for these. I haven't got that yet because I sort of last minute decided I'm going to change the colour of these to something different. Now, if I can grab this without wrecking all my electrics, because at the moment I've sort of just got everything stuffed in there. As you can see here, I've just got everything stuffed in there to get it out of the way while I was doing my tests. I wanted to make sure the main part of the truck was running properly. Oh, what a mess. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I had the main part of the truck running properly before I went and painted everything and installed it. Lars is here. Thanks for joining, Lars. Right, so this is the bottom part of your cab. Check out those side steps, would you? Now, they fold up, but I'm a little cautious on that. And I say that because you go to push on it and it feels really tight. And I don't want to break anything. Tracy's joined us. Thanks for joining, Tracy. And I'm not sure if it's just because it's hard for you guys to see this. It clips in the out position. It also clips in folded up. I don't want to break it. I get a bit... I'm sure there's a trick to it. I just haven't done it yet. Anyway, I'll play with that later. I don't want to break it. But these do fold up. So you don't have to have the side steps hanging down off the front of your cab. They can be folded up, clip into place so they're up out of the way. I love the idea. It's just a matter of making sure you can do it. Oh, there we go. Clip that into there. That one worked all right. So you can fold your side step up out of the way. That's a good idea. So yeah, there's that. And I'll show you the chassis because that's the main part of all of this. I know the body's where the looks come from, etc. and so on. But without this bit of epicness, I'm going to get rid of some of these electrics because there's a lot of crap going on here. I'll get rid of the receiver. I'll get rid of the ESC. Whatever that was the receiver. ESC, and I'll wire that into that. We'll get rid of that too. This here is a little 2-into-1 box for your steerings. Ron, I've got to agree, mate. It's just everything's been thought of. Everything. I can't wait. I really, really can't wait to get this truck painted. If Neil, bloody Neil, hadn't have said the other day, do a live feed to let us know the colour, I would have already had it painted. So, thanks, Neil. Anyway, this little chippy here, you wire in, powers through your battery power. This is essentially a 2-in-1 to your servos. So your two servos plug into these prongs here, and they come out to here and go to your receiver. This controls both, so they both steer the same amount at the same time. Genius. Now I did try the 3S. I didn't realise to start with. There's two of these boards that you get. One's for 3S, one's for 2S. Now I did try the 3S one, and it just, I don't know, it wouldn't cooperate for me. I don't know if it's something I was doing, but I just couldn't get it to do what this one did really easily. The other one you had to solder on your own external BCRC and plug this in here and do this and whatever else, and it just wouldn't cooperate for me. So I don't know if it was something I was doing or I don't know. I soldered this one onto the battery, plugged the servos in, and it was Mickey Mouse. I've never known these servos to pump out so much power. So yeah, that worked really well, which I'm really happy about. There's nothing worse than playing with electrics and having stuff not work. Right, now the chassis. I've got to build myself up to pick this up because it's very heavy. Okay? It's just stupid heavy. Like, I'm going to rest it on the bench if I can. Scale box at the back. Oh, there's two more hinges. This opens. It's just stuff everywhere. Alright. Have a go at that thing. It's just stupid. This is what I was like whilst building this. I mean, it's crazy. It doesn't matter how much I sit here and say to you guys, oh, this is epic, it was crazy, you wouldn't believe it. You don't know until you've built it. I know that probably sounds bad, but Christian got himself one of these too. And I've known Christian to be pretty relaxed and quiet with how he builds trucks. He is excited about this thing. I mean, look underneath it. It's just everything's protected. It's so well thought out. I love the thing. I've driven it 10 foot and I love it. It is just monstrous. I'm worried if it falls and hits me, it's going to knock me out and it's going to be a pretty quiet live feed. Just even as far as how you adjust the suspension. Here we are. Here's what I prepared earlier. These dealies, now I don't know, you all probably didn't watch the video I did, but these simply go up underneath here, click on, you adjust the torsion bar to these, and that's how you set whether you want standard or soft suspension. Literally takes 2 minutes to adjust an axle, and then you do 2 minutes for your next one. It's so easy. It's crazy, and it's bloody heavy. I can't stress this enough. It's heavy. So we've got, for those that aren't familiar, we've got the two-speed transmission, 38 turn 560 can brushed motor. So far, from what I can tell, the thing's going to be plenty torquey enough. Plenty quick enough too. I was quite surprised the difference between first and second gear. Now this truck actually comes with 2 pinions, so I'm running the one that was in it. I've opened up the gearbox, checked for grease and etc and so on, ran it, made sure it was good. I'm not sure. I think Christian may be putting in the other one just to see what it's like. But I mean, you put it in second gear, it's plenty quick enough. I have found that I wired the motor. Now, I'm running through Dean's plug. I'll do that a bit lately, actually, so that if I want to change out the motor, it takes 2 seconds. I don't have to solder everything. I have found that I'm faster in reverse than I am forwards, so I'm going to switch these bad boys over. More soldering. Switch these over, put it all back in and see how it goes. I'm not sure if that's these were soldered to the wrong posts or what it is, but it's no biggie, is it really? A couple of solders. So we've got 3 servos in this thing. This one's our gear shift servo. Now this is a 7 kilo servo, which is probably a touch overkill really. But it was like $9 on RC Mart, so go figure. 7 kilo servo there, 20 kilo year racing waterproof servo there, another 20 kilo year racing servo up under here. If you're going to build one of these, make sure you put your servos in before you put your motor in. Otherwise, you're going to have to take your motor out and put your servo in. Luckily, I had one floating around the drawer, so I could put one of these in while I was waiting for the servos to turn up. It's just the steering. I have to show you the steering. It's a workout just lifting this thing up. Have a look. It's a little hard to show because this isn't the easiest vehicle to show things on. Have a go at this. So you got one of these for the front axle, one of those for the back axle. There's one on the other side. Now the one on the other side is shorter. Now, if you can see, I'll get this crap out of the way. Come on, out of the way. Right. That goes to a full arm that goes across here, joins onto the other side. Even that, the engineering that's gone into that, everything fit perfectly. I'm not saying this because I love cross stuff. It fit perfectly. If you don't believe me, buy one, build it. I can't think of anything that didn't really fit. No. For the size of the kit, for the amount of, God, that's heavy, for the amount of stuff that is in it, for the amount of building that you have to do, it's pretty hard to fault. Now, Christian noticed, there's a bit of slop in these back wheels. Dun, dun, dun. I know how to fix it. I've got the parts to do it. I've got extra parts. With these, you put a collar through the upright, and then you've got a shim that goes on the other side. In my gift bag, I had extra shims. So I'm going to take these off, undo the upper arm. It's so hard to show you guys because there's so much going on here. Undo the upper arm, pop another shim in it, and I reckon we're going to be Mickey Mouse. Christian already changed his about with extra collars that we had. We've both had extra parts with our trucks, which is good. I've seen a few people building these things and they're like, oh, I can't find this and I'm sure it's not here. And it's like, dude, check this bag because I'm pretty sure that's where it'll be. One guy lost a couple of E-clips. It's like, check your gift bag because mine had like 4 extra E-clips and his did too. So if you build one and you lose an E-clip, don't stress straight away. Check your gift bag because there seems to be some goodies in that gift bag that's very handy. Like I say, I stripped a screw, snapped the head off a bolt rather. I was lucky enough I could just get the bolt out with a pair of pliers. But yeah, there was an exact bolt that I needed in the gift bag. I think there was 2 or 3 of them. So it's just, who's got some questions? There has to be some questions about this truck. There just has to be. It's crazy. It's like nothing you've ever seen before. It's just how it is. Now, I did notice with the whole drivetrain, you do have a little bit of play. I'm yet to find an RC that doesn't, but it'd be nice if there wasn't so much play. And that's only because of the scale aspect. You can crawl this thing so stupidly slow. When it gets to a point where it wants to start heading downhill off a rock or whatever else, it's going to take up that slack first, which is not crazy scale. So, I don't know. I might have a look and see if there's anything I can do about it. I don't think there is, really. Let's be realistic. But, I mean, 99.95% of RCs do the same thing. Crazy build. Do I recommend people buy one? I've got to sit it down. It's bloody heavy. If you love building models, if you love building stuff that's well engineered and thought out, yep. I said in the live feed when I unboxed that truck that don't buy this if you're a beginner. Now, honestly, and to my surprise, a beginner can build that truck. It's not hard. It's surprisingly easy for what it is. And that's another reason I like it so much. The truck's thought out well. How you put it together is thought out well. For something that's that complicated, I mean, when you look at it, the torsion bars and the way the rear suspension works and all that sort of stuff, it is reasonably complicated, but as long as you can follow simple instructions and don't assume one side's the same as the other, it's not going to be crazy difficult. They're not planetary diffs, Bill. They are diff housings in the centre. I forget, but it's like independent suspension on all the diffs. So I can't think of the bloody name for it. Live axle? Is that the one where you know what I mean? Essentially, you've got a diff centre. There's 4 diff centres in the middle of the truck all the way up. That's the big. Oh, jeez. There's your diff centre there. Then your axles come out through here. That gives you a good idea. So that's how it runs, mate. It's just the rear suspension. Now, I did see Neil commenting on about the rear suspension. There's no springs in the rear suspension. That's just how these trucks are. That there is a rocker arm suspension, and that's how it's supposed to be. This truck is crazy scale to the real one. How a lot of it goes together, especially the suspension aspect and such. It's crazy scale. It really bloody is. When Cross designed this truck, I can guarantee you they went and looked at a real one, because you can't have this much detail on a truck without looking at a real one. You can't. There's not enough Google pictures to do it. It's just epic. I can't wait to paint it and drive it. Speaking of paint, who wants to see what colour it's going to be? Smash some likes and such if you want to see the colour all over a bit of my beverage, because all this talking dries my throat out. So if you want to see the colour of the truck, smash a like or 2. They're free. And then, once we talk about the colour of this one, and this truck's actually got a name too. You don't have to smash likes if you want the name. Once we do the colour of this, then I'm going to show you Hannah's truck and where she's at with that. And I've got to tell you, it's looking pretty bloody good. She picked a colour I wouldn't have thought she'd have picked. Suspense. Alright, so I'm not going to drag today's video to be a massive big one. It's Father's Day here in Australia anyway. And I'm doing this feed because, well, the girls are out doing stuff, so. Right. So my plan for this truck is I'm going to start with, I'm going to hit the truck with some rusty colours underneath. And there's a reason. So I'm going to hit the truck with, if I can move some of this stuff out of the way, these two bad boys here. Now I know they probably don't look crazy rusty right now. Who's joined us? Well, Peter's joined us. Elle's joined us. Elle says, hello sir, enjoy watching your vids. I've learned so much. Much appreciated, buddy. I'm glad to help. If there's anything you ever want to know, if I can help you with it, I'll try. I've always said to people, shoot me a message. I never turn anyone away. My phone goes off all the time. But I never turn anyone away. If I can help someone, I'll do it. So I'm glad you enjoy the videos, buddy. Right, so we've got Micah Red, however you want to pronounce it. I'm going to do a bit of a splash, mix and mash between these two colours on the body first. The reason being, once they're down and there's a reasonable coat there, I'm gonna hit the truck with semi-gloss black. Now, anyone that knows me, I'm not a huge fan of semi-gloss black or flat black or any of that sort of thing. Which is, well, there's a bigger surprise that after I hit it with this, I'm gonna hit it with flat clear. So my plan is, I'm going to paint the body with these two colours in random sort of hits here and there. Then I'm going to go and paint the whole body with semi-gloss black. Then I'm going to take wet and dry sandpaper and I'm going to rub back certain parts of the body. Not massive big patches. I don't want that. I'm going to rub back certain little patches of the body so as the oranges, the orange and brown, start to come through. Then I'm going to weather the whole thing with the weathering kits. I did. I bought some new ones. What did I get? Weather. I think that's them. Now, I've got my normal kits that I use. This stack of Tamiya weathering kits up here. And then, the other day at the shop, I got weathering kit D, which has got, look how bloody expensive they are here. $17.50. It's just murder. This one here, which has got burnt blue, burnt red, and oil stain. This is going to come in handy. This blue, I'm going to mix with this. I'm going to make it look like there's grease. That's my plan anyway. I hope it works. So I got that. I got the E kit, which has got, man, this focus thing's terrible on here. It's got yellow, grey, and green. Also $17.50, crazy money. I use this for some dust, some around the window rust and all that sort of dealing. Love it. A bit of paint fade too with the grey. And then I've got sand, light sand and mud. More dust, more mud, all that sort of goodies. And I've also got my normal, what's this one? This is what I'll be using for any rust and that sort of thing too. There's my main rust colour. So it's going to be a bit rusty. It's going to be a bit dirty. It's going to be a bit greasy. And it's going to have a name. Does anyone want to hear what the name is? Now, Facebook's been a turd today because I'm seeing like 2-3 comments max. And I know there's been more because it scrolls but nothing pops up. What do you think of the colour idea? Do you like it? I hope you do, because if the weather's nice outside when I finish this live feed, I'm going to go and smash some rusty colours on the truck. So, the truck has a name. Oh, I'm going to get a red star too. I did find a shop the other day that sells the exact star I want. I'm going to have one red Russian star smack in the middle of here. Russian red star. This truck is going to be called the Black Russian. It's going to have a slightly evil feel to it. It's a truck that was purchased, you know, from like one of the army auctions or something like that. And this this dude, I haven't got the dude yet, so I have to get a dude that fits the thing of the truck. This dude bought the truck, and he's one of those guys that'll push other cars off the road and that sort of thing. So I'm planning on doing some, hopefully, pretty cool themed videos with this, the Black Russian. Come on, the Black Russian. It's awesome. Love that. Who wants to see Hannah's truck? It's ready to go. Have a quick sip. Jason's joined us. Thanks for joining, Jason. Much appreciated, buddy. Right, the moment you've all been waiting for, because a lot of you guys are probably more excited about Hannah's truck than the BC8. You ready? Benny's joined us. Thanks for joining, Benny. There you go. Now, yes, there's wires and stuff in there. I haven't finished the MFC and such for her, but this is Hannah's truck. Let's excuse the dog hairs. Dog hairs get everywhere in this house. I hate dog hairs. So this is a truck. That paint come up nice and shiny. All the interior is done too. I'll put up pictures later. Actually, Hannah can put up pictures later on the page of the interior and such, because at the moment I've got MFC wires in there everywhere. It gives you an idea of some of the wires that's going on in this truck. Okay, so I'm still going over all the fun parts of the MFC wiring, but check it out. There's no way I would have thought she would have picked this blue. I wouldn't have thought she'd have picked the blue. She wanted to go black and gold. Look at it. Now, originally, we talked about decals. You can put some decals on it and that sort of thing. Once I painted the body for her, she sort of went, you know what? I don't want decals. I just want it how it is. I can't blame her. It looks really nice. Ian Rawls here. Ian, mate, I didn't even see you come in. Didn't see you come in the door. Blame Facebook. Sorry, I apologise. If there's anyone here that I haven't said hello to, because usually I say hello to everyone, blame Facebook. Hello, everyone. So yes, this is Hannah's truck. She's been doing it all by herself, except for the paint and the MFC wiring, because that's a pain in the... It is. It's true. It's horrible. But I mean, look at it. Pretty proud of the girl, I got to tell you. I mean, she works a lot of nights and she works a lot of crappy hours. She even said the other day that these things aren't easy to turn around like this. She even said the other day that she thinks about going home and working on a truck. What? It's awesome. If you can get your missus involved in this stuff, that's pretty good, I reckon. So what do you think about that? I love how shiny it is. I really do. So that's Hannah's truck, everyone. I can't wait for her to finish it so I can have the dining table to finish working on this massive thing. The other day we were actually both sitting at the dining table. I was working on the BC8. She was working on this. It's like, we need a bigger dining table. Between these two, crazy. They come up pretty nice, I think. Oh, that's shiny. Love it. I like the fact that in certain lights it damn near looks black with a little bit of light on it. I've got to sit this down before I drop it. With a little bit of light on it. Look at the size of this thing, man. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. I thought the cab of my truck was big. My truck, unfortunately, is over there out the way. I will take some photos of both the trucks next to each other. Jeff's joined us. Thanks for joining, Jeff. Bill, I don't know if you've been following, mate, but this is Hannah's truck. Hannah's been building this truck herself. Crazy. One day she said to me, I want a truck. For those that don't know, she said, I want a truck. So I helped her get a truck kit. And she's built it all by herself. I mean, I painted it. She wasn't very confident with the painting idea of it. So I'd give it a paint job for her. But other than that, mate, she's been doing it all herself. We still have to finish up all the wiring, as you can see in the back. Actually, something the true Tamiya truck guys will notice. These aren't Cascadia lights. Now, these aren't fully attached yet either. These are off a night hauler, I believe. Mr. Ian Wall that's here sent me these lights because, well, quite frankly, the Cascadia lights look shit. It's true. They look shit. So I've just got to drill 2 little holes, and then I can mount up these lights. These lights are about 50,000 times better than the original Cascadia lights, which are just poky little things that sit here. So thank you, Ian, for that. And in my next live feed, actually, I'm going to show a package I got from Ian to do with all the 14 scale trucks and such. So perhaps the next live feed can be just on the 14 scale trucks. Yes, they are night haul, wicked. I thought they were. Couldn't remember. It's hard to keep up. Have a go at that though. Awesome. I love that shine. It's always the way, isn't it? You do the best paint job on someone else's truck. So yes, that's that's where I'm at with that. Now, is it, if anyone wants to see, I mean, I know some of you guys have joined late. If you want to see some of this thing, you thought the other thing was big? Have a go at the size of this, man. It's crazy. If you want to see some more in-depth detail on this stuff, let me know. That's the Cross RC BC8 with this pretty little thing. Check it out for a cab. Love it. Bloody love it. We have announced what colour that's going to be. Flat, black, rusty, dusty. It's going to be called the Black Russian. It's going to have a red star on the front. It's going to be awesome. Just awesome. Something else I've been up to too. If you didn't see the pictures, I got off my butt. Oh, Jesus. This is getting pretty weighty too now. I got off my butt the other day and installed some upgrades on this thingy. Jeff will haul the 8x8 when it's done. Those trucks will haul a lot of weight. Now, I've got a massive float trailer for my truck. That truck is too big to put on the trailer. It's just stupid. It's just crazy. Mike's joined us. Mate, how about that green? Mike's truck's the same green. My 8x8 is longer than mine. The SCX 10 8x8 that I built is longer, but I think a touch narrower. I don't know. The trailer I've got's massive, and I don't think I'll get either of those trucks on it. I wanted to, because that'd be awesome. I'll try. We'll see how it goes once it's all said and done. Depending on which way I face the truck, etc. We'll see if I can get it on there. Anyway, so this week I installed the light bar on this. Now, I said in the live feed the other day about these should come with instructions, because people that maybe aren't cluey on how to install stuff like this might go, oh, crap. It actually wasn't that bad. Excuse me. Sorry about that. It actually wasn't that bad. Once you take it out of the bag, and, I mean, you know that it goes on the light bar, on the roll bar at the back, sorry. You start looking at it and you go, okay, I'll see how it goes together. It's pretty simple. Now, there's one thing I did notice. On the back of here, there's a circuit board that goes all the way across, which is fine. The light covers, and you know when you have normal buckets like this, and you get that little cover that goes over the back / holds the LED in. These come with those. The only problem is they're designed for these without a circuit board, so they're no good to you. I'm gonna suggest across that perhaps there's a cover that goes over the back of these to hide the fact that there's a circuit board, which hides your little solder joints there. If you wanted to, and I'm contemplating the idea, black paint across the back. That'll hide it. Jeff, need to sell my X-Max and buy an 8x8. Christian had one of those X-Maxes, and they are pretty insane. It just has to be said. They sound industrial when they're under full noise and they're hunting around. They hug the ground like they are ridiculous what they are. If I had one, would I sell it to buy the BC8? Yep. If you want to buy a BC8 and you want to buy a semi, buy the BC8 first. I love my semi trucks. I do. People are going to go, oh, stop bagging out coming. I'm not bagging them out. I love my semi trucks. This thing, next level. It is just stupid good. And if you buy one and don't like it, you can bag me out all over the world. I don't care. That thing is just ridiculous. It's just epic. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked again. So I did the light bar, and that's all wonderful. That wire goes through, hooks into the factory light kit. When you turn your truck and your lights on, bing, those lights are on, and they're pretty bloody bright. You could go night wheeling with all the lights that are on this truck. I also installed these. Now the tolerance, the tolerance to fit. Now this is a Gen 1, and you can tell it's a Gen 1 because it's got 10 diff bolts. Scale. The tolerances to have this thing fit is just, you couldn't slide a hair between that brass upgrade there and the diff cover. When I put it on there, I was like, there's no way that's going to fit. It's just not. But it does, to my surprise. So one of those in the back, I don't know what they weigh. I'll find out and I'll put a thingy in the thingy. Put those in the back, and I'll put one of them in the front. Check that bad boy out. If you're going to install these on the Gen 1, the cross-writing faces forwards on both of them. Okay? So yeah, put the one in the front as well. This truck's starting to get pretty heavy. I've actually got some pretty heavy wheels on this thing too. And I installed this, the chassis braces kit. I haven't bent mine, but I've seen that lots of people have done it. It's like, well, look, I'm doing an order. I'll grab some anyway. I think they're like $15. So they're cheap. I chose not to go with the bearings. They come with, speaking of them, they come with 4 bearings, yay big. Now the idea of those is to help you roll over rocks in the middle of your truck. That's all fantastic. I've had vehicles that have had those sorts of things before too. But I've always found them to be a bit crappy, so I didn't use the bearings. And I love the fact that I can put this kit together without the bearings. Lovely. So that's what I've been doing. Is there anything you guys want to see? Actually, I can show you something. Speaking of, I'll go back to Hannah's truck for a moment. Now, I've been irritating the crap out of myself with the wiring and with this thing. This is the radio I got for Hannah's truck. It's a Turnigy 9XR Pro, and it's a pain in my ass. Nice radio, but it's not a DX6. I love my DX6. I know my DX6, and I can do everything I want to do on it. I wish I got a DX6, because that, compared to the DX6, is a pain in the ass. True. Right. Now, I should be able to blow the dog hairs off. I hate dog hair. I should be able to turn the radio on. Beep, 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 beep. Turn the truck on. I can't remember how loud this is. I need more hands. Let me just see if I can sit back there for a moment. I want to hit the ignition switch on the truck for a sec. Did I do it? I didn't do it. Why is it not doing? Why is it not doing? Oh, unless that's my radio. That might be my radio. Anyway, I'll push the buttons underneath and I can show you. There we go. So we've got our main headlights. We've got our top lights. And then we've got our HID spotlights at the bottom. That's all I wanted to show you. So yes, I am winning with it. It's just time consuming. Like I say, Hannah's built the whole truck herself. I'm doing the crappy bit now. The electrics is not the fun part. Hamish is with us. Mate, I didn't see you come in. Rob's joined us too. Thanks for joining, Rob. If you're here, say hello, because otherwise I'm not going to know you're here because Facebook's been a turd. Okay? So yes, for those that haven't seen it, there's Hannah's truck. The girl's been building it herself. She's done an epic job. She did get me to paint it because she wasn't confident with that. But, yeah, I know there's lots of wires in there. For those that have just joined us, there's lots of wires in there because I haven't finished doing all the magic back here yet. But she's smashing it. Absolutely smashing it out of the park. At the moment, it's got 33-turn puller motor in it. And I think I'm going to go slower motor again. Just because this is Hannah's first truck. These trucks are pretty quick in top gear. Pretty quick indeed. Even with a motor like this. So I'm thinking between a 60 or an 80-turn motor. Smash one of those in it. Just so that she can go a bit slower with it. And not smash it to pieces. Because how upsetting would that be? Hamish says, sorry, just jumped on, was doing stuff with the kids. Mate, it's Father's Day. Relax. I'm only doing this because the girls are out and about doing stuff, so figured you guys might want to see where this is at. I upload all of these to Facebook anyway, so people can watch it whatever time they want. So yeah, there's Hannah's truck. The cab's massive. It's just stupid big. And there's the tail lights Mr. Wall sent me, because the factory one's crap. So yes, that's Hannah's truck. Too many things going on here. Too many things. I've shown the BC8, and I've said about the colour of the BC8, so if you missed that, you might want to go back and re-watch it. This is not going to be a massively long feed like it usually is. We're just about at the end now, in fact. If there's anything you guys want to see or anything you want to ask before I call this quits, turn that radio off. Now's the time. Shoot some questions if you got any. Competition stuff. Get cracking, fellas. I made it an easy competition. Easy to enter. You can smash out the thing in 20 minutes. The fifth wheel hitch is compatible. For the Tamiya and the BC8, you mean, Bill? I can't see why you couldn't run one of the normal Tamiya trailers behind the BC8. The only thing you have to think of is the bloody... Oh, God, this is heavy. The fifth wheel on this thing is a long way forwards compared to what it is on a Tamiya truck. Realistically, on a Tamiya truck, it'll be sitting somewhere here. So if you've got a long enough gooseneck, it'll work. I just can't get over this thing. I can't wait to drive it. And it is every bit the weight that's in the box. It's just stupid. I used to think my 8x8 was heavy. It's not. I did do a lot of stuff over the last year that took a lot of weight out of that truck. That 8x8 up there, I'm not going to get it down now because it's got crap all over it. The 8x8 up there weighs probably less than half what that does. It's crazy. There will be, I'm going to have to do it, there's going to be comparison video done between my SCX-10 8x8 and the BC8. It's going to be interesting. That thing's stupid heavy, which is going to push it down to the ground and go places. That thing is a bit longer. The wheelbase is different. It's going to be a toss-up. It has to be said, that thing goes places. Earl, I'm having issues with my Demon shocks. See yours are installed the standard way, but the book has them upside down. I have a tipsy truck. Okay. My YouTube channel has a video on how to set up the shocks for the Demon. Realistically, doesn't matter which way you put them. You put them upside down generally so they don't leak as much oil, and you get a tiny bit more weight down low. That's why they're supposed to be upside down. I put mine up the normal way because I just prefer the look like that. I don't mind sacrificing a bit of performance sometimes. If the truck drives scale and it looks good while it's doing it, I'm pretty happy. So yeah, dude, shoot me a message after the feed. I'll drop you a link to a video that a lot of people now have watched on how to set up their Demon shocks, and I've had a lot of people come back and say, thank you, I was ready to sell the truck, but now I've set the shocks up differently. It's a whole new truck. Mine was the same when I first took it out. It was like, man, I just spent all this money in this truck and it just falls over. Hell. Went home, took the shocks apart, redid them, took it back out, and I was like, oh, it's like a new truck again. So I just did a video on how I did mine. Right, is there any other questions and such? Because if there's not, I'm going to go and paint my truck. Only reason it's not painted is because people keep saying, do a live feed and show us the colour. And it's like, but then I can't paint my truck yet. I already waited like a bit over a week to do the live feed unboxing. Well, I listed it for sale earlier, felt that exact way. Take your listing down, try my video. If it doesn't help, sell it. It'll help. Phil, paint the truck so we can see it. Dude, man, I'm keen to paint this truck. You know what's going to happen, though? You guys will say, okay, go and paint the truck now. I'll look outside and it'll be pissing down the rain. But yeah, hopefully today I can at least get my rusty coats on. I've got everything ready to go, except I need to get some more paint for these two. But that's fine. They can be installed last minute. For those that didn't see, I got my rusty undercolours. I'm legit just going to go mix of this one, mix of that one, mix of this one, mix of that one, sporadically over the truck. And it's going to be reasonably thick. And then, for those that didn't see the colour, semi-gloss black. I'm going to paint the whole cabin semi-gloss black. Let it dry. Then I'm going to get some wet and dry sandpaper. I'm going to rub back certain areas, especially like on the curves, maybe on these little ridges and such. Rub back certain, not heaps, because it'll look like I've tried too hard to rust it. I'm going to rub back certain little areas, and then after all that's said and done, I'm going to weather it with, I've got some crap here, weather it with Metamia weathering kits. I'll possibly do some of that in the live feed too. And then I'm going to smash it with some flat clear. And hopefully, then I'll drive it. Actually, no, then I've got to install the lights and the sound and make everything work. But, can't wait. I'm pumped. It is a lot of work, this truck. I will say that. You guys have seen me smash out a kit in a week. Even this, there's a lot of repetitive things. Building the suspension, it is repetitive, but once you do the first 1 or 2 or even 3, you go, I figured out the best, quickest way to do it now, bang, 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 and you do it really quick. Even the wheels, they weren't horrible, and there's 8 of them. Phil, check out my YouTube channel, buddy. I've got some weathering videos on there. If you go back far enough, there's actually some live feeds where I've done weathering on the live feeds too. But look, it makes an interesting feed and you guys can ask questions and such. So I will... Well, Hunter's joined us, mate. We're about to close the doors, buddy. This happens like every time you join. So yeah, we'll do some feeds on the weathering and such. I'm not going to do a feed on the painting. It's a pain in the ass. Essentially, I'll paint a bit and go, well, now I'll wait 15 minutes till that paint goes tacky. Then what? Come back in 15? So I'll get the body painted. Then I might even show I can do the rub down and the wet sand rub down and such in a live feed perhaps, because once the paint's on there and it's dry and I wet sand bits back for the rust underneath, I'm actually going to use like a scourer as well, pot scrubber. Going to use something like that to scratch some of it off too. Just going to hit it with some effects. That's the plan. And then smash it with some powders. So, Hunter, you've missed everything, if I'm honest. We've shown the colour of the mammoth. We've shown where the mammoth's at. We've shown Hannah's truck, what colour that is. We've talked about the build of the mammoth and that people need to get one because it's just stupid good. Talked about the demon and what I've done with that. So, yeah, you've pretty much missed it all. But anywho, it's all going to be uploaded to the Facebooks so you can watch it whenever you want. Is there any last questions before I bugger off and go and paint my truck? Because I'm excited. I can't wait to get this thing painted. I normally wouldn't go black, but I thought I'm going to have a thing. It's going to be an evil truck. I possibly might even run smoke out the exhaust pipes. We'll see. So a lot of those smoke kits look a bit shit. So I don't know. We'll see. All right. Well, I'm not seeing any questions. So yeah, if there's any questions you've got that you think about later, shoot me a message. I'm approachable. Earl, shoot me some messages, buddy. I'll drop you some links for the shock video. Phil, I think it was you saying about the weathering. Shoot me a message. I'll drop you some links to the weathering videos. Yeah. Lovely. We've gone over everything and we didn't take 5 hours to do it. So that's good. That's a nice change for my life feeds. Very good. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. Everyone take care. All you out there, Hunter, you want to know how big it is. How big what is, mate? That's a pretty open-ended question. You need to re-watch to see what colour you're doing it. Hurry up and paint it. It's going to be black with rusty colours underneath. And then flat clear over the top. And then one last quick look. This is going to make 50 people go back and watch it. This is Hannah's truck. That's the colour she went with. Huh? Right. Now, I've shown everything 15 times. So, if you want to see everything in more detail, you're going to have to go back and watch. Right, Bill. My buddy Darcy every day uses some stuff called real rust. It has metal particles in it. After you paint it on, you spray it with vinegar. Rust like crazy. I've seen a lot of different rusty products. I've seen a lot that I don't like. I've seen a lot that just look like muddy water thrown on a truck. I like this stuff because I can start small. I mean, if I paint this truck and rub a bit back and go, oh, that looks shit, I'll just paint over the whole thing black and then do my own rusts how I normally do it and then flat clear that. So I'm sort of protecting myself. This is a foolproof method. It's not. But I mean, I can just paint it all black again and just essentially start from scratch, black cab, weather it, flat clear it, done. So we'll see how it turns out. You guys are going to see exactly how it looks once I start rubbing that black back and we get down to these colours. So exciting stuff. I haven't done rusty stuff like that yet. I've essentially used my weathering kits. So we'll see how it goes. Looking forward to it. Excited. Hamish, she chose a freaking sweet colour. Yeah, she did. I forget exactly what colour it is. If you want to know what colour it is, tag Hannah in this. I'll make her find it. I've got the can here somewhere. Tag Hannah in this if you want to know what colour it is, and she can tell you the paint number. Alright, I'm going to bugger off and go and enjoy the rest of my Father's Day. All you guys do the same if it's Father's Day where you are. If it's not, well, when it comes around, enjoy it. Go and spend some time with your kids, have some funs, and hopefully they get some cool stuff, RC related preferably. Okay, Hannah, if you're watching this. Alright, thanks for watching. It was fun. Give it a share if you want. People might like to see this stuff. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Cheers for joining.